All right, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another live stream. Could be, possibly, maybe. Let's see. Let's see if this is going to work and see who we can get to join. So haven't done a live stream in a few weeks with you guys, but definitely wanted to go ahead and kind of get back to doing them again. So let's just make sure we got everything set here. Oh, we got Josh. What's up, Josh, man? How you doing? Okay, let's see. Make sure I have everything set here. Yeah, there we go. We got Eric. How you doing, Eric? Welcome. And Confront. Cool stuff. Welcome to you guys. All right. So, awesome. Thank you for verifying there, Eric. Do appreciate it. Awesome stuff. So we got a few new topics for Walking Dead to go over with you guys. Tonight decided I would do this one in a live stream. We got the holidays coming up here in a few or a couple of weeks, 13 days for Christmas. So very excited. Have any of you guys started your Christmas shopping as of yet? And I've been good, Eric. Thanks for asking, man. Been doing really good. And, made a bunch of videos for kind of the finale there for Walking Dead World Beyond, which just wrapped up its final season, right, a few weeks ago. And then also for Fear the Walking Dead, which also wrapped up with its, let's see, first half of season 7. So looking forward to Walking Dead returning in February, so that's going to be fun. So excited for that as usual. It's going to be some fun. So some of the discussion topics we got for today from your guys' questions from this week. The possibility of fast zombies. So this one came from, I think, this scene from Walking Dead World Beyond. So if you guys haven't seen Walking Dead World Beyond, there's a really good clip that you can check out in the final episode, which would be Walking Dead World Beyond Season 2, Episode 10. Okay, so that's Walking Dead World Beyond Season 2, Episode 10, the final episode. And in it, in the last sequence, we see like kind of a series finale outro sort of scene from France. And what we see in it is we get to see a almost like what could be interpreted as the birthplace of zombies in the Walking Dead universe. So we get to see a place that is kind of marked off as French biological military containment type of unit, this type of thing with a scene. And you get to see what looks like maybe a fast zombie. So the possibility of different type of zombies in The Walking Dead. So possibly in different locations. They're kind of playing with the idea right now. I think Gibbo talked about it this week, which in some different articles I saw, which is that in the Walking Dead universe, you have kind of the walkers that are in the States, which are all kind of your older, slow type zombies. So your regular, slower zombies. But what we also may see is we may see in different locations some different types of zombies. So like a variant type of zombies. So the zombie virus variant zombies, possibly some fast zombies, which are more like the zombies that we get to see in 28 Days Later. Now with this scene here, I was not sure if they were going for regular zombies or if this lady here, whoever this character is that's watching the Jenner tape. So she watches the Jenner tape, okay, and then after we see her be taken out by a gentleman of also we don't know, right? We don't know. I don't think either of these characters have been named, but there was some graffiti on the wall up at the top there on the other side of that structural, what is that? Is that an air conditioning, something like that? On the other side of that right there, it says, the dead were born here. And he says to her that she started this, and he shoots her, killing her, and then she turns into what looks to be a fast zombie after he leaves, and she kind of slams the door like this. Which a lot of people interpreted right away as being different type of zombies, faster than usual. Now, I wasn't sure if this was intentional or not in this scene. I didn't know if they were trying to play with the idea of having some zombies that were faster, like a 28 Days Later type of zombie, or if they were just, if it was just maybe a newer filming crew and a different team who did this scene who didn't know like how Walking Dead zombies were. Because sometimes in Walking Dead or in different series, when you have a different team do do a scene or do something for you in a different location, they may do it a way that's a little bit different from what you're used to, so you may not get something that, fits in with the rest of your universe that you're working on, whether it be Walking Dead or something else, in different series entirely. Whenever you go to a different location and have a different crew do some scenes for you, sometimes they may not be done exactly the same as the rest. A good example would be earlier on in the Walking Dead zombie apocalypse in the first season, we see Morgan's wife who turns the doorknob to their house, and she kind of looks in, looks around, and looks in, that kind of thing. We see a walker pick up a big rock and smash a window with it of a department store that Andrew and the others were inside of. So we've seen different behavior from zombies before, and they kind of early on in The Walking Dead with Frank Darabont, it seems like they play with the idea of some smarter walkers. Now, since then, we haven't really seen, like since maybe the second season or so, they kind of stopped doing that. One of my criticisms early on was that regular zombies don't pick things up. They don't climb ladders. They don't really do that kind of stuff. That's more of like advanced motor function and advanced thinking that most zombies do not possess. So, but whatever the case may be, they stopped doing that. Now, the original Night of the Living Dead, if you go all the way back to the Romero films originally, those zombies, which I guess maybe I'm wrong, maybe I was wrong in what I said that zombies don't typically pick things up, because the original Night of the Living Dead, the zombies do. They do pick things up. They do things like that. They will pick up rocks. They will smash windows with them. They will do different things, some more advanced functions that we don't typically think of zombies doing. So at some point in the culture or in the lore of zombies, you had them switch from being kind of like a little bit more intelligent, like the Romero-style zombies, which, I mean, ultimately, the Romero films are what created zombie apocalypse stuff. So you go from the original kind of smarter ones to kind of dumbed down zombies, right, that are kind of mindless and are slow and what have you. And then now in The Walking Dead, they're starting to bring in maybe some different types of zombies due to a variant or what have you of the virus that makes them turn into zombies. So that's what it looks like we're seeing them play with the ideas for. I think it's a good idea. I think it's cool if you had like different countries in the Walking Dead universe, and maybe the zombies in different places are a little bit different. Maybe they're not exactly the same. Like maybe the zombies you have that we've seen in the original Walking Dead series are mostly slow moving, are mostly, that type of zombie that we're used to, but maybe in different places you could have zombies that are different. You could have ones that are, kind of run at you, like a 28 Days Later, maybe in France where this is, so you could do different things with that. And also, too, I feel like it fits in really well as well, too, because of what's going on in real life the last couple of years, where you have like different places and you have variants in different spots. I feel like if they ever wanted to do it in Walking Dead, now is like the perfect time to do it, because it actually fits into what we're seeing happen in real life, where depending on different locations, depending on where you are, you have these different, variants or whatever. So for Walking Dead universe, it definitely makes sense that you could do different types of zombies in different places. Whereas maybe a few years ago, that would feel a little bit weird because then they'd have to come out and explain it. I feel like with what we've seen recently in the last year or so, it is just a natural fit because of what's happened in real life and what we see in real life, what's being reported. Then if you are to adapt that to fit that into Walking Dead universe, you could definitely have different types of zombies. Now, I'm not saying we have to go full on Umbrella Corporation, like Nemesis giant zombies and like mutant zombies and shit. We don't necessarily have to do that, but to have some zombies that are fast, I think is kind of cool. So we don't necessarily have to go Resident Evil all the way and have like lurkers and what do they have, like different. So if you ever play the Resident Evil video games or seen the movies, because they did the Resident Evil movies too, right? You have not just like regular zombies, but you have a lot of these different monster characters and giant bloated zombies and different things like this. I think The Last of Us has also done something like that too, where they have, a lot of different types and stuff like that. So definitely after, what can we say, 11 full years of Walking Dead, going to 2022 soon, so 12 years of Walking Dead. Definitely, I think it's time for them to start to, and I think it's a good idea for them to start to include some different types of things. Now, they have to be careful because they don't want to go overboard with it right away and bring in a Nemesis stalker super zombie, like, like a bioengineered super zombie. You guys know what Nemesis is, right? Like, if you ever played Resident Evil, do you ever play Resident Evil Nemesis? Nemesis. I was, Resident Evil 3. It was Resident Evil 3 Nemesis, where you get, they started, well, they had them kind of earlier too, but definitely with Resident Evil and such, you start bringing in some like super zombies and super creations, like these giant, he chase you around and say stars, right? So it's like you don't necessarily have to go like full on like super zombies. Okay, we don't with rocket launchers. Okay, we don't necessarily have to go super zombies with rocket launchers right away. But you could go for some faster zombies. So that could be kind of cool. So Umbrella Corporation, yeah, that's right. If you guys didn't know, by the way, Umbrella Corporation, I'll throw this one in there for you. So Umbrella Corporation, let's see, we got it here. Okay, so you see the logo for Umbrella Corporation, right? So Umbrella Corporation is actually pyramid, and I'll show you how it is right here. So if you got the pyramid, right, the umbrella, so if you look at the umbrella right here, you see this? So you take the logo from Umbrella, and what you do is you flatten it. So take a pyramid, okay, a 3D pyramid, and flatten the pyramid. Okay, so you take a pyramid, which is the white. Let's say the white part. You might have to think about it for a second, okay? But the white part forms to be a pyramid, okay? And if you flatten it, the red is just the parts in between. So if you take out the red parts and you fold the white up, you get pyramid. Isn't that cool? So you might have to, Trev, what the hell are you talking about? I don't understand. Yeah, so it's a flattened pyramid is what Umbrella is. And, the idea, too, with Umbrella Corporation is everything fits under the umbrella, so it's like a full monopoly, right, in Resident Evil. But, yeah, so this one here, too, at the side, this one shows it pretty good. You can kind of see it there with this one. If you've never seen this before, you might have to think about it a bit. So, yeah, so Umbrella is, if you delete the red in your mind and fold the white pieces together, okay? So you get pyramid. You see it? So flatten it out, delete the red, and fold in the white. It creates a pyramid, right? See it? Cool. Anybody? Nobody? Maybe a few people get it. Yeah, so fast zombies, man. Yeah, it's going to be cool. Different types of zombies. But I'm not necessarily for, like, super crazy, necessarily super crazy zombies. Like, I don't necessarily want to see giant, Nemesis zombies with rocket launchers, but it could be cool to see some fast zombies, some different types of zombies like we see in that final scene. So that's pretty cool. Yeah. So yep. Yep, that's right. Who said that one? Jay gets it. That's Jay Lee Carney gets it. I like the Resident Evil stuff too, by the way. I don't know if you guys are into Resident Evil, but I like the Resident Evil movies. I thought they were really good. I don't think I've seen all of them, but I've seen a good number of them. Some of them are really scary. Some of them are good. And I like the video game series too. The second Resident Evil is probably my favorite for its time, but Nemesis was good also. After that, I kind of fell out. They just made like a million of them, right? So it's hard to keep track of all the video games and stuff and stay up with it. Although I know there's some people who really like, video games, so they might play all of them. But yeah, okay. So anyway, that's the fast zombie news. Is that yes? It sounds like The Walking Dead is going to be introducing some fast zombies in different locations, and I think a lot of this might have to do with the Rick movies, like. Maybe they decided to do a movie with Rick. They want to do fast zombies in it. So he might be in a different location. Like, he might not be in the States. The CRM might have taken Rick and they might have moved him somewhere else. Like in a different country or something. Like maybe France, maybe UK, maybe somewhere in Europe. Could be anywhere, I guess. They still haven't started filming the Rick movies yet. But they did the announcement for Madison, which is good. And maybe we'll see something for the Rick movies in the spring. So, yeah. Cool. So that's that one. So then to the Madison maybe being at Padre one. So one of the ideas, because they've confirmed now that Madison is going to be returning in Fear the Walking Dead. So we're going to see her come back with season 8, she's a series or a season regular. Season 7, I don't know if we're going to see Madison return by the final episode or not, or if she's going to be reintroduced in season 8. But it'll be good to see Madison return. It'll be good to see Madison come back in Fear the Walking Dead. And so one of the ideas is that maybe she's at Padre. So Padre is the location they've been talking about already, trying to find. And so far, they haven't seen anybody there. Some of them, like Strand, doesn't think Padre is real, right? Is what he said. He's like, it's a pipe dream type of thing. But because they've confirmed that Madison is in fact alive in Fear the Walking Dead, one of the ones a lot of people have been commenting on is, could she be at Padre? And I think that that's probably a reasonable prediction. Makes sense to me. So if anywhere, most likely we'll see her there. All right, let's just touch base real quick with your guys' comments and see what you've had to say this time. And then after that, we'll go into the Kirkman Skybound getting or trying to get the license for G.I. Joe and Transformers comics, which could be awesome. I would love to see a Kirkman G.I. Joe, like where they actually kill each other and people get killed off and stuff like that. That'd be awesome. Because I actually like G.I. Joe. Although I don't know, G.I. Joe or Cobra. Not sure. Which one I like better. I'm not sure. Okay, let's go through some of your guys' comments here and see what you said. So Eric, I've been doing good. I have been here just making those videos for that instead of doing like the live stuff. I love to do the live stuff, but definitely more people watch the regular posted videos than they do watch live, streams and such. And YouTube recommends regular videos more than they recommend live videos, because live videos are long and people don't watch them all the way through, so it ruins their retention and stuff like that, and their click-through isn't as good as targeted videos usually. So we kind of mix in both and have fun. Matt says mask on. Yep. Well, where I live, we've always had the now you mentioned masks. For Matt, where I live, we've had masks now for 2 years, like since it started. When it started, we had to wear masks for all shops, and we still do. They never took it away. So if you live maybe in the US or somewhere, depending on where you live, maybe they said, okay, you don't have to wear them in shops or whatever. But where I live, we've always had to wear them since it started. they've never taken them off yet. So, yeah. Hawker Mustang says, I used to like The Walking Dead, but I cut the cord 2.5 years ago. Okay, Hawker, well, you might want to give it another try, man. It's getting really good now. And we're starting, so the Rick movies aren't ready yet, Hawker, but we're starting to see the build-up. And I hope we'll see fast zombies in the Rick movies, because that would be very cool. Maybe that's why they're setting it up, because then in the Rick movies, you can have faster zombies, put Rick in a different country. I think that would be awesome, man. I'm hoping for, fingers crossed, for somewhere in the UK. That'd be sweet. Like he gets moved over there as part of the CRM, and maybe he becomes a commander or something, and he has to do some stuff, and then eventually he leads a rebellion against them or something. Something like that. But if you have fast zombies, it'll make it different from the original Walking Dead series, and it'll make it really cool. So I think that would be good. It's definitely long in the tooth there, word of the day. I have to agree with you there. What's up, Bacon Pew Pew? How you doing, man? Exploring with Michael P. And let's see. Oh, thank you for watching Bacon since season 6. Appreciate it, and hope you're still subscribed if you've been watching all that time. Thanks for that. Yeah, so basically Josh nailed it. It seems like the fast zombies are a zombie variant that we're going to see in the movies, probably. Most likely that's what we're going to see. So in a different place, which should be really cool. Because it'll be different from what Rick is used to. So, yeah. Yeah. I just read your comment there, Eric. That's good. Yeah. Yeah. Lloyd says they were definitely hinting at runners. They just didn't want to reveal this Walker fully running. Not just yet. The runner seems more aggressive and smarter as well. Yeah, it just feels like, for Lloyd, like it just feels like something that you would use for the movies, right? Like if the original Walking Dead TV series is doing the kind of slower, regular moving zombies, if you want to up your game to do a variant for the movies, that would be something that would be really cool to see. Yeah. Eric, I haven't seen Connor lately. No. I haven't been watching UFC that much the last couple of years with everything else going on. Would I rather see smarter walkers or fast rage walkers, Eric asked. I don't know. What do you think, Eric? Would you rather see smart walkers or fast walkers? That doesn't matter to me. I like them both. I think they both would be a cool mix-up, a cool change from the TV series. So the regular zombies you see there. Maybe we could go for both, but if we had both, it'd be it'd be over. So I think that if they were to do a 28 Days Later style with Rick in a movie and fast zombies, that would be awesome. I think smarter walkers, where George Romero has really played with those a lot, I don't think they ever really worked, because I don't think people, like if you look at Land of the Dead, where there's some protagonist walkers in that one, which is really odd. Maybe we should do a review for Land of the Dead at some point, because it's a different one. You actually, like, he gets you to like root for the zombies in that one, which is really different. Especially the one who uses, I think he's a mechanic or something, he uses like a gas. There's a zombie who like lights a car on fire, something like that. In Land of the Dead, I think. Yeah. So it's a little bit tricky. Maybe I go with fast zombies over like smart zombies, yeah. Merry Christmas to you, trading cards and more. Thanks for the kind words. Okay, let's see. Danky Udall wants to know what happened to nude zombies. I don't know. I don't think they can do that on TV, regular TV, can they? Wolf Gamer says, "Hey Trev, hey Wolf, how you doing, man? Let's see. And hey Jay, how you doing? How you doing, man? Losing my voice already, dudes. We're only 24 minutes in. Okay, they're called tyrants, says Gili Carney. You mean in Resident Evil? Is that what you're talking about? Yeah. Jay likes Nemesis too. Yeah, Nemesis was really cool. Really cool character for Resident Evil. Did they ever do a Nemesis in the movies? I think they did, right? I think so. Yeah. They had one of, didn't they have one of the cops become Nemesis at some point or something? They did something like that, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, D-Cell said that fast zombies are awesome. Making the whites in Game of Thrones fast was also a good choice. Yeah, I thought that the zombies in Game of Thrones were very scary, and they also would like fight you and everything, so they weren't necessarily like just mindless hordes of dead, right? They were like, raised dead, which still had some intelligence too, or were pretty fast. So Game of Thrones zombies were kind of all of the above, right? They were sort of everything combined, and it was really great. Some of those episodes in Game of Thrones were epic, man. Really, really epic. Absolutely. Well, Danky Udall, so the walkers in the States and Walking Dead don't run, but we saw a scene in World Beyond at the end where we see a fast zombie in France. So they may do that for the movies. We may see a spin-off series with a different type of zombies. So yeah, that's what it is. So yep. And Jay Lee got it about the Umbrella Corporation. Yeah. Hawker got it too. That's good. And then I think they're going to be the variant in Toledo, Ohio, or Toledo, Ohio. Well, I guess you could do like variants within the same country. I guess you could do that for Walking Dead. Thanks, Dr. Death, for the support. We'll do yours right away. Dr. Death said for us, guys, Merry Christmas, Trev and Jess and family. Are you watching Dexter New Blood? If not, why not? Yeah, I haven't seen Dexter yet, Dr. Death. I will make a point to watch it because Jay was asking me about it. Now you're asking me about it too. So it sounds like a lot of you guys are into the new Dexter, series. So, well, maybe I shouldn't say it's a new series. It's like a continuation series, right? For Dexter. So it's not actually a reboot and it's not a spin-off. It's kind of like a later continuation. Like they ended it and then later they decided, let's try to continue it or something, right? Let's try to go forward with it again. Well, very Merry Christmas to your family as well, Dr. Death. Thanks very much. And yeah, man, definitely I will at least try. Maybe I'll watch. Is it season 9 with Dexter episode 1? Is that what's the new season? I'll try to see it. And try to see anybody else watching Dexter, just to say. Okay, let's see what else did you guys say here. D-Cell said they can even be more enhanced, like mechanics, with eyesight, smell, strength, or maybe even with remaining brain function or so. Yeah, it gets a little crazy, D-Cell, whenever, like Romero did too, whenever you try to do like the really smart, like adept zombies, you have to be careful because then sometimes it can just get a little crazy. Now, I like some of them, like the Butcher zombie's pretty cool in one of his movies. I think it's Land of the Dead. In Land of the Dead, there's a zombie that uses a butcher knife. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, so he's a butcher, and basically he uses the knife with him. Here, I'll show you guys right now. So the Butcher zombie in Land of the Dead, I think it's Land of the Dead. Yeah, he looks like this. So he basically carries a butcher's knife with him. Here's a figure based on him, right? So that's pretty cool. And yeah, and then there was the gas zombie as well. And there's this guy who played. Isn't that, what's his name? What's the guy's name? Savini? Is that his? Damn it! My brain is like failing me. I didn't prep for this, right? So yeah, I think so because he's in some of the older ones too. I think he was with Nicotero. He might. I'm not sure if Nicotero's his protege or something like that. Maybe I'm just making that up in my mind. I don't know. Yeah, here's the butcher zombie and the zombie butcher in Land of the Dead. That's what it was. So he was a zombie that would walk around and carry a butcher's knife and like cut up like stuff that was in his way and stuff like that, or use it against people and stuff like that. It was pretty brutal. You can't see it from this one, but I'm pretty sure in his other hand he's got like his butcher's knife. Yeah. So let's get at least one good picture. Come on, damn it. And then there was this guy too, this zombie in Land of the Dead. Land of the Dead's pretty cool. Here's a custom figure, I think, 1/6. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, they had some smarter zombies there. So, but the key is that if you try to do like smarter zombies, sometimes it can get a little bit out of control. It can get a little crazy, right? Because then you start doing like, you go a little bit too far with it maybe, and it just kind of loses it, I think. So fast zombies, really good. Smart zombies, if they're just a little smart. A butcher's knife, if a zombie carried a knife and he's a butcher and he's got a butcher's outfit on, Okay, I think that's probably fine. You could do that for Smarter Zombie. Pick up a rock for a window, fine. Turn a doorknob to a house, fine. But I think you have to be careful, because if you start having zombies that drive, then it starts being a problem, right? I mean, like that's a little bit much, right? It can get a little carried away. K-Way says it's an umbrella. Sometimes an umbrella is just an umbrella. Nice, he didn't like it. Gigadeath said George Romero was originally going to direct the first Resident Evil movie. Oh, I didn't know that, Gigadeath. Romero was going to do the original Resident Evil movie. That would have been awesome to see. Well, the Resident Evil movies were great anyway, so yeah. So I enjoyed them anyway with what they were. But yeah, it would have been cool if Romero could have done some of them. Maybe would have gotten even better. So I think sometimes, like when they do, maybe it's different for like a TV series versus a movie. Because sometimes when they go overboard with like, they make the zombies like too crazy, or they give them too many abilities, or they make them too fearsome. Sometimes it can be a little bit too much. Now it might be okay for movies, but for TV series, I don't know. It's a little bit tricky, right? You got to kind of find a happy medium. So, but I think it makes sense for Rick if you do fast zombies in the movie if he's in a different place. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Capalot said that I thought that Madison was dead. Yeah, so if you didn't catch the news this week, Capalot for you, Capalot Wave, they're bringing Madison back. So they confirmed for Fear the Walking Dead that she survived the season 4 mid-season finale. So they're going to be bringing her back, and we're going to see her back some point in season 8, maybe the first couple episodes, or maybe the season 7 finale. Not sure. But definitely season 8, she's a season regular. So they confirmed that she's bringing her back, or they're bringing her back. So, yeah, so maybe it was because of fan demand that fans thought, well, she could have survived. We didn't see a body, whatever. So, and a lot of people wanted to see her back. So they decided, I guess, they'd do it. Also, the original Walking Dead TV series is ending, right? So they want to keep people watching something. So to bring Madison back is a really good idea to try to get people to watch Fear and, just give them something, like to make the best show you can. If you add in a few more, then maybe it'll be better. We'll see. We'll see how it ends up, right? Hopefully it'll be good, right? So D-Cell, right, the French scientists mentioned their team went to Ohio when it started. Was Yumiko's brother suspicious enough to think he has something to do to hide related to this? I don't think so. I think that Yumiko's brother is just really smart, and so he knows that like it's not good to like let them know what you can do, because if they're aware of what you can do, they're going to put you in a different position, and it might be a lot worse for you. Now, you might get more materialistic stuff, like you might get more stuff at the CRM if you're a doctor versus if you're just an ice cream or a baker or something, whatever he's doing there. But he's got a cover. He's playing under the radar, right? So that's good. Bear interrupted. So based on Zombieland Double Tap, our survivors have only dealt with homers, LOL. Hawking's ninjas are still on, ninja zombies and T-800s. Yeah, okay. See, that's what I mean. You can kind of go a little bit too crazy too quickly with it. You got to keep it like grounded somewhat, right? So you can get a little crazy with the ideas and start doing stuff that's like crazy different types of zombies and stuff like that. What's up, Tim? How you doing, man? Tim F. Saying hi. The Zoinks guy asked what we thought of Season 11A for Walking Dead. Well, I think most of us enjoyed it, Zoinks. I think that, it was pretty good. I wouldn't say it's like one of the best half seasons ever or anything like that. I just thought it was good. It was good as it always is with Walking Dead. And, I like the Reapers. I think they're a good group of villains. The CRM is actually not as awesome as, or the Commonwealth, sorry, I said CRM. The Commonwealth's not as awesome as, as a lot of people maybe thought it would be. It's okay, right? But it was the same in the comics when they did the Commonwealth. It wasn't that awesome. The CRM, I think, is more interesting than the Commonwealth, personally. So, it's just kind of the way it sort of, has worked out. So, yeah. Capilot says, have I seen all of Black Summer? Well, I watched all of season 1. I watched a few episodes of season 2, and then I stopped. But I know it is a popular series, and people like it, so maybe I'll give it another try at some point, try to finish it off. I don't know if they're doing a season 3 for Black Summer or not. I'm not sure. But I did like Z Nation, all that, so that was good. Okay, let's see. Yeah, D-Cell, he could be. Yeah, that's right. Okay. XNetPC said, isn't it too late in the timeline to introduce a new type of zombie? It seems like there aren't enough people left to become fast walkers to be a significant threat. Yeah, I understand what you mean, XNet, not ZNet. XNet. I understand what you mean, XNet. Well, I think if you do it in a different country, then it's fine, right? Because there's no way you would have them go to the U.S. and be over there at this point. So if they have a different type or something and they're a little bit different in different places, I think that's very reasonable. You know, so maybe you go to Canada and all the zombies are like really slow here. That would make sense for me too, right? But if you go to somewhere else, then they're a little bit different, and that's just what it is. Yeah, so, you know, I think it's a good idea. I think it's good. And, okay, let's see. What else did you guys say? And again, Merry Christmas to you, Dr. Death. Okay, let's see. Oh, thank you, Justin Caldero. Thank you very much for the kind words. All right. Dylan Schneider said, I've always watched Walking Dead, stuck with it through everything, but I am really not trying to watch Fear and World Beyond. I watched the first 3 seasons of Fear, but couldn't continue after they killed Nick. Well, you know, you got to understand, Dylan, the reason why they killed Nick is because the actor wanted out at that point. He did the 3.5 seasons, so he did, you know, almost 4 seasons of Fear the Walking Dead, and he decided he didn't want to do it anymore. So that's what it is. Sometimes that's going to happen. You're going to have people who want to leave, who want to go do other projects, like Travis as well, too, was in Fear the Walking Dead, and he was cast for something to do with... what was it? Wasn't it something to do with, what's that series called? I forget. I don't know. He got Avatar or something like that, right? So he got cast for that. So sometimes they find other stuff to do. You can't really be mad at the series because maybe your favorite, character has to leave or whatever, or, they move on to other projects. We can't be too mad about it and blame the series itself. But try it again, because I'm telling you, man, there are parts of Fear that are just as good as the original Walking Dead series. Season 6 is just as good. Parts of Season 4's first half, I think, are just as good. Season 5's first half is close, I think. So it's got part. Season 3 for Fear is just as good as Walking Dead original. So, yeah, I think give it another try. And Season 7 first half is okay, so, you can check it out as well. They do some cool stuff in Fear, and it's different also. So I enjoy it. But it's up to you. It's up to you. Oh, for World Beyond, just watch the last 5 episodes of Season 2. Jadis shows up in World Beyond. It's got some great episodes in the last 5 episodes of Season 2. And the Season 2 finale is particularly good. It's got some really good stuff in it. So Season 2, Episode 10. Just watch those. You can skip the rest. Yeah. So, word of the day says, zombies don't walk, they take Uber. Nice, yeah. D-Cell, I love the World War Z zombies. Awesome movie. Yeah, I like World War Z. I just like 28 Days Later better. That's all. I just like 28 Days Later a lot better. That's all. I don't know how I feel about like the CG dump everywhere, because World War Z's got like a lot of that CG stuff right in it. And I just prefer practical effects. I prefer practical zombies and getting to see them done in that way rather than the CG dump everywhere. I'm not a huge fan of CG. I understand sometimes you have to do it. You don't have a choice. And, maybe if you're doing a superhero movie, well, what choice do you have? You kind of have to use CG then, right? But I do prefer practical when we can do it, like when it makes sense for a property to be done in practical effects, practical type of ways. I think it's better. It's more real instantly than doing the CG stuff. I'm not a fan of the CG stuff at all. Yeah, okay. Let's see. I like that one, Delta Dion, you said about Game of Thrones and that. That's good. Ock Film says that he's loving Dexter, so that's cool. Dr. Des said Dexter New Blood is the title. Okay, cool. I'll check it out and see. If it's not too dark, maybe I'm okay to watch it. D-Cell, Machete Zombie. Okay, so let's see. Kylie Lenstrom says, introducing or bringing back, depending on who you ask, the faster, smarter walkers was stupid. I mean, overall. We see crazy, fast, terrifying zombies so much in World War Z, etc. Well, if you're going to do a Walking Dead movie, you might want to have something a little different, than what you see in the regular series, right? So maybe that's why they're doing it, and I understand that. But if you don't like it, I understand that too. No problem. Okay. JJ said, which zombies are scarier, the 28 Days Later or World War Z zombies? I think the 28 Days Later crazy rage zombies are some of the best in like any movie or comic or anything, or video game too. I really like the zombies in 28 Days Later. 28 Days Later is one of the best zombie movies ever done, for sure. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Thank you, Ian, for the kind words. I do appreciate it, and thanks for watching. And JJ as well. Trev, have you seen the TV show Colony? It's only 3 seasons, but it's insane with lots of subliminal. Also, Laurie from Walking Dead is in it. Is David Morrissey in that one, or is that a different show? I think I might have reviewed the first episode of Colony, and that's about it. I don't think I saw the whole thing, but I saw a few of the episodes. Yeah, Sarah Wayne Callies is in it. That's right, Laurie. She plays Laurie on Walking Dead. So I've seen a few episodes, but not all of them. No. Next asked me if I've seen 30 Days of Night. No, I haven't heard of 30 Days of Night. What is that one? Let me see. 30 Days of Night. No, I don't recall. That's 2007? No, I don't think I've ever seen this one. Is that vampires? Yeah, vampires, right? It's okay. I like some of the vampire stuff. Or are they like vampire zombies or something? somewhere in the middle. No, I haven't seen it. There's just too many to keep up with. But I like Underworld. Underworld's really good. I enjoy the Underworld series for sure. Doc loves that Madison is back. Awesome. Me too, man. Absolutely. Okay, let's see. I think that's most of your guys' comments from at least the first part. What's up, Flat Stuff Earth? We got him here. That's good. Okay, let's see. What else did you guys say? Okay, JOK said, hey, Trev, it's been the Morgan show for a while now on Fear of the Walking Dead. What do you think will happen when Morgan meets Madison? Who will be the lead protagonist, do you think? That's a good question. I think we might do a standalone video for that, JOK, which is that, like, who will be the lead protagonist for Fear now that Madison is back, and we'll go into it in that video. But most likely, I think it'll be like an ensemble type of series. Like you'll have a bunch of leads, a bunch of characters that you can use. Ensemble, which the original Walking Dead series is kind of like that now too. Now that Rick is gone, maybe Daryl is the standout front line character, but you have Carol, you have Rosita, you have all the others too. So Judith is young, but awesome start. Michonne, some of the others when she eventually comes back before the end of the series. I think Denai Greer is coming back as Michonne before it's over, but maybe I'm wrong about that. So I think Fear will be an ensemble type of series because I think that you bring Madison back. She'll definitely be at the forefront when she comes back, but I think Lenny James will be there as well too, and he'll get some episodes too. And, the others, Alicia and the others, they're going to get some time too, I would think. So, but we'll see how it goes. Okay. Let's see. Bear Interrupted said, surely all the Walking Dead series are leading to war between the Commonwealth and the CRM in the movies. Yeah, that's right. The Commonwealth versus the CRM. I think you're right about that, Bear Interrupted, that long term, the Walking Dead TV series ends with the Commonwealth. And then we see the CRM in the movies versus the Commonwealth, and it's like a Walking Dead World War. That would be awesome, dude. I'd love to see that. Dwight, better villain, Negan or Strand? Well, definitely Negan's like, for me, the best all-time Walking Dead villain. Negan, Shane, but for Fear the Walking Dead, Strand might be their best villain in Fear the Walking Dead, maybe. Virginia's pretty good too. Some of the others were good earlier, but Strand could be one of their best villains because he's been in the series so long, and his transition has been, going over seasons. So it's good stuff. Absolutely. Yeah. Order 77 says, "How are you, bro? How are lockdowns where you are?" Well, yeah, we don't really have much in the way of lockdowns or anything. Order 77, but thanks for asking. No, I think everything is good. Flat Stuff Earth said, "Oh yeah, Trev, all the actors of The Walking Dead are caught doing one-eye syphilis, all kind of stuff." So, I don't know if I don't think Walking Dead really has anything to do with it. It's AMCX, I think is the ticker. It's not even an S&P 500 company. I don't know. I mean, I understand that there's stuff you could interpret in Walking Dead as predictive programming. I don't think it was intentional. I think that Kirkman made the comic, and it's pure entertainment, and that's what it is. I really don't think. Now, could it have gotten a push because it was something that was in that category in the 2010s, so it was bumped up to the top series on TV? Now, that's possible, but I tend to think that no, it was just really an awesome series, and it is an awesome series, an awesome license, and so that's what it is. Sometimes I compare like Walking Dead to like Turtles, like as a phenomenon during the 90s and that, right? And Turtles got 10 seasons. Walking Dead is going to its 12th season, basically, or, extended, what have you. So, I mean, that's about as good as you can do. I don't know how many TV series you could do for longer than a decade, and people would still be interested. I think that's best case scenario. If you have a show that's so good that you can do it like this for over a decade, that's awesome, because I remember in the 90s, Turtles went from being the hottest figure, toy, collectible property to, oh man, that's old. Now we like X-Men, and I don't know what else was like hot around that time. Batman, the animated series, Pokemon, stuff like that. It's just, that's a natural, that's just what happens. So it's Walking Dead, right? And now it's Witcher and Mandalorian, all the Disney shit, right? The Disney shit with Marvel, Disney shit with Star Wars. That's the Disney shit. Now Disney is okay. We'll stop there, but it's definitely. So that's what it is now. But that's the way things go. Things get popular for a while, and then after 5-10 years, that's about as much as you're going to get being on top, and then it's Squid Game and whatever other stuff. Now you want to talk Squid Game. Okay, that's probably, I think so. But Walking Dead, I don't know. Okay, let's see. Okay, so that's that. Let's see, what did we get next? Thank you for the super chat there, Andrew Graziosa. Did I say your last name right? Graziosa? I think so. And so he said, "Hey, Trev, I've been watching your videos since the end of season 4 of the original series." Well, thank you, Andrew. Thanks for all your viewership over the years. And he said, "You're the best. Which episode do you think we'll see Madison?" So thanks for that again, Andrew. And so for Madison, let's see. All right. Well, I think we'll probably see Madison back. Definitely season 8, we'll see her in maybe the first 2 episodes, at the most 3. They'll want to get her in season 8, probably the premiere, right, of season 8 for Madison. But I would not be surprised if she made an appearance in the season 7 finale. Yeah. So I think that's something that we probably will see. We might see Madison in the season 7 finale in like a reuniting scene, like a cliffhanger scene, with her and Alicia, or her and Morgan, something like that. Strand, maybe. Maybe like at a pivotal moment when Strand is being either defeated or is just dying or something, he'll see Madison again. And if he's reunited with her, I think that would probably change Strand. And Strand has gotten into a frame of mind that probably is not going to change unless either Madison comes back or something very drastic happens. And I tend to think that we're probably not going to see that unless if he's killed off, he might be killed off before. But it would be cool to see if he survives and is defeated. It would just be cool to see Strand reunited with Madison at some point also. So that could be good. And send another question there if you want to, Andrew. And thanks again for that. Kristovic says, well, you're NWO for life. Yeah. 90s wrestling. Love it. I still got some of the NWO. I got the NWO belt there. And there's Hogan, Hall, and Nash up there. So that's fun. Okay, let's see. Dr. Death said World War Z had too much CG. And absolutely, I agree with you 100%, Dr. Death. It's just too much CG, right? I mean, you can do a little bit CG, but when you start doing like whole swaths of everything CG and all the zombies CG, like it's never as good, as if you just get somebody to actually do it in the scene. I know that in CG they try to get the lighting right, the shading right on people and stuff, but a lot of times they just look like video game characters to me. Now, that's just me. It's something that, it's in my mind. That happens to me. I don't know. It doesn't happen to other people, so be it. But I'm not a huge CG fan at all. That's why, a lot of my favorite comic book movies are like The Dark Knight and stuff like that, where they did most of it in practical. Most of it was not CG, even though there might have been some, like with explosions and stuff, maybe. I'm not sure. But most of it was legit. That was really cool. Okay, let's see. Okay, we got one from Menace, and thanks for the super chat there. Menace, thanks for your support. So we'll do yours first. Menace said, Trev, what do you think will happen to Morgan once Madison comes back? Do you think Morgan will have to step down as leader? That's a very good question. So Madison returns. Does that mean that she will be the leader? Well, if you have her be at Padre, she could be the leader of Padre, and then Morgan and the others could join her. So I think that would be the best way to go, Menace, is maybe you have Madison has her own group at Padre. She's leader of Padre, let's say. And then you have Morgan, Alicia, the others join Padre. And maybe Morgan, Lenny James finally takes a step back to let Madison be the lead for a while. I think that makes sense. Lenny James has been the lead of Fear the Walking Dead since season 4. So he's had 4, 5, 6, and 7. He's had 4 years. So actually, Lenny James now has been the lead for Fear, sort of, him and Alicia and the others, longer than Madison was, because she was only there for 3 and a little bit, like 3.5 seasons, right? So it's like Morgan's been there a little bit longer now. So as weird as that sounds, but it's true, right? Because now we're going to be going to season 8 by the time she gets back. But I think that Lenny James Morgan should take a step back a little bit, not entirely to where he's not in the show or whatever, but you have Rick and you have Daryl. So, you have Madison come back. Maybe she's the lead for the series, and you have Morgan, step back a little bit. Not too much, just a little, And I think that makes sense anyway, because we've seen a lot. He's had a lot of time. You've seen him with Grace and the baby, stuff like that. And it's just like, it's good to mix it up sometimes, And he'll still be there anyway. It's not like he's going to be likely killed off or leaving permanently. But it'll be good to have somebody else there just to switch it around, because, as you're doing so many episodes in so many years, it can get tiresome fairly quickly. So you've got him, you've got, Momo, you've got the baby, right? You've got Grace. So you just have, you just have Morgan step back a little bit and Lenny James step back a little bit, and he can still be there for most of the episodes or a good number of them. But I think that Madison coming back, she should be the the lead for pretty much the lead for Fear again for a little while anyway. Doesn't have to be for 3 years, but she comes back with a lot of momentum. You have her be the lead for at least season 8, at least, and then that's that. But I think that I hope they don't do a Morales situation where she's killed off like almost right away. I think that would be a huge mistake. I think you should want to bring her back, do an ensemble type series with everybody, and hopefully they don't get pissed off because the cast might get less episodes. But they should be happy considering they've had so many episodes. Like, I know Lenny James. So do you know why, Menace, why Lenny James left Walking Dead originally? The reason why he left Walking Dead originally was because Lenny James is a great actor, and he gets a lot of offers, I think, and different prospects, right? Obviously, because he's amazing. So he was upset that he was not getting enough episodes in the original Walking Dead series, right? So what they did is they had him leave at the end of All Out War, and then they had him go to Fear the Walking Dead so he could get more episodes. And I think it was a great solution. It worked. And I think it was awesome, a good idea for them to do. It helped Fear out for several years now. So that's what they decided to do. So for now, he's had so many episodes since season 4. He should be happy now. So, have him move back a little bit now, take a little bit of a breather, a little bit of rest, and let Kim Dickens, let Madison be a little bit more at the forefront. Alicia, some of the others, and that's fine. You got to do that sometimes. So I think Madison, because she's coming back, will likely be the leader of Padre and will likely be getting some more scenes and more episodes than Lenny James will, just for the time being. You can switch back later if you want to, just for a little while, a couple seasons or something, at least one season or half a season at least. Yeah. And thank you again, Andrew, for yours as well too. I do appreciate it. So Andrew, which of the new Fear characters are you most excited to see Madison meet? That's a great question. So Andrew said for you guys, which of the Fear characters are we most excited to see Madison meet? Well, I'm really happy and excited to see her be reunited with, the original crew that's there, because that's got a lot of nostalgia now that we're going into the 8th season. It'll be cool to see her reunited with everybody who's still alive from earlier, especially, obviously Alicia, obviously Strand, right? If he's still alive at that point, which he might not be, right? She might just come in at the very end or something, and just as he's like his final scene or something would be kind of crazy if they did that. But I expect to see something like that. So those definitely Strand, Alicia, and her meeting Morgan for the first time, because you have to remember her and Morgan never met each other in Fear ever. When Morgan crossed over, he didn't even get to do a single scene with Kim Dickens, with Madison, the whole time. So I think he said he's really excited to do a scene with her because he hasn't even done one. So that for me is the biggest one, Andrew, is that we haven't even seen Morgan meet Madison. And that might throw your mind as like, what? Like, I thought they were in the same time. Yeah, they were. But if you look at the scenes and the way they played through, they didn't get an episode together where they got to work together. They never did. So that's the biggest one, I think, is to see for the new characters, to see Madison with Morgan again. That's going to be really cool to get to see that. Even just one scene. And then after that, who else we got for Fear who's like a new character who's really cool? Luciana will be good because she was with Nick, and Nick is dead, and Madison doesn't know Nick's dead either, right? So Madison has to find out. Somebody has to tell her that Nick didn't make it. So, Luciana's there, so that's going to be good. So that'll be cool to see her reunited. Dan's still there, Daniel's there. And then the other newer characters, well, if you think about the newer characters, some of them are gone already, right? Like Althea's gone. She's not coming back. Her last scenes were already filmed, and she's not. It's confirmed that she's done with Fear. She's not going to be coming back again. And I think that one's probably final. I don't think we're going to see Althea back ever again for Fear. I think she's done with it, right? So she's gone. John is dead, right? So that's another one. There's like, June. June was involved there too around some of those scenes in season 4 with her. So that could be kind of interesting. I don't recall exactly if they met each other, if they knew. Did they have a scene together with Madison and June? I don't remember. Like when she was in and around there, they were going on runs and stuff. Oh man, I just can't remember. I think they did meet each other, didn't they? I'm trying to think back now. My brain is not quite doing it. Anybody remember if Madison got to meet June in some of those scenes in season 4? First half season 4 of Fear. I'm drawing a blank. I can't remember. I think they did, but my brain is not quite recalling. Okay, and who else is there? I think that's about it, man. Yeah. I think that's pretty much. I'm probably missing some people, but who else would be like a new character that Madison would be cool to meet? I don't know. There's Grace there too with Morgan, so that's going to be cool. I don't know anybody else than that. I guess that's mostly it, right? That's basically it. Yeah. So yeah. Cool, man. So thanks again to Menace. Thanks again for Andrew Graziosa. And feel free to send through. You don't have to super chat. You guys can send through any other questions, and I'll prioritize them or anything. Just regular questions. I'll find them here eventually at some point here. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Menace said Santa Inc. Yeah. Have you guys seen the letter scramble for Santa? Because you go. So with Santa, Santa's got a trick to it too. I won't go too much with this one. Just a little bit. So let's see if I can find it. Okay. Santa PNG logo. So, all right, we got Santa. I'm trying to find like where it says Santa. Anyway, okay, yeah. Letter logo or letters. Yeah, letters. Okay, let's see. All right. So you take from the North Pole, right? So and Merry Christmas to you guys. I'm not trying to ruin your Christmas or anything. I'm just trying to show you this if you've never seen this before. So, I don't know if you guys have seen this. Anybody let me know if you've seen this or not. We'll just go on it quick and we'll go back to Walking Dead. But if you have Santa, so you take Santa, S-A-N-T-A, right? And so if you go, this might be a coincidence. I don't know. I don't think it is, though. If you go to the third position, all right? So Santa, it's nice. It's got to be in red, right? It's perfect. If you take the N in Santa and you move it to the end, what do you get? If you take the N in Santa and you move it to the end, what do you get? So S-A-N-T-A, S-A, and you take it out, move it here, S-A-T-A-N. Do you get it? Santa. Anybody get it? Is this thing on? Anyway, let's see. Any comments for that? Nope, I don't think anybody got it. Okay, we got a few one. Okay, let's see. What did we get? Okay, JOK said, yes, June was at the stadium. So that's, so she was at the stadium. So Madison knows June. Guts the Black Swordsman says, no, can we talk about Santa? What is Santa Inc.? I was just trying to show you that Santa is like a letter scramble for something else. That's all. Nobody got it? Nobody? Yeah, there we go. Joel's got it. Thank you, Joel. Santa, you take the N and you move it to the end. And Darcy's pissed. Darcy's mad. So the question is that intentional or is that accidental? And he's from the North Pole too, right? Which is like the center. Anyway, is that intentional or is that just whatever? I'm pretty sure it's intentional. Because what they do is they kind of encode it all. So it's sort of like in your culture, but you don't know what it is. And it's materialism, right, is what it is. So it's like a switch out, right? So instead of on Christmas instead of worshiping like Jesus, right? You switch it. Okay, back to Walking Dead. Anyway, all right, let's see. Yes, sad Sentinel Sandman, The Walking Dead is still on. Absolutely. Rose wants to talk about The Walking Dead Season 11's Part 2. And what's up, Phantom Graphics? How you doing, man? I haven't actually seen Rose. I think there's a new trailer or a new video, promo video for the second part to The Walking Dead Season 11. I haven't actually seen it yet. I've seen like the one they showed at the end of Season 11 Part A, but I haven't seen the one for Season 11 Part B. That said, it looks good, and what we know about Season 11 Part B is basically we're going to see the continuation of the Commonwealth. You're going to see Daryl, Maggie, and the others meet the Commonwealth. You're probably going to see the resolution of the Reapers. Whether or not Leah will survive, I don't know. So we'll see about that, whether or not she makes it or she doesn't. So, or if she joins. She probably won't make it. Maybe she'll leave or something, or Daryl and the others, Maggie might have to kill her or something. Something like that might happen for Leah. But basically, that's what we're going to see. And then at some point, Michonne probably return, a Denai Guerrero return. And then by the end of the third part, you're wrapping up the Walking Dead TV series, likely setting up for the Rick movies. And then after that, we see the Rick movies. And that's what they have decided to do with Walking Dead. They could have done it just in the regular show, probably. But I guess they decided this is good enough for a movie. They want to do it. Walking Dead will have been on for a long time at that point, so that's what they're going to do. Okay, let's see. Train to Busan, Jonathan Brusky asked. Yeah, Train to Busan, very, very good. I haven't seen it all the way through, but a lot of people really like it. A lot of viewers have told me it's one of their favorites, so yeah. Okay, let's see. I think I got most of the comments you guys sent through, right? Let's see. So... Flat Stuff Earth said, Night of the Walking Dead fans, I hardly knew ye. At least Trev ain't winking and blinking. I don't think there's... Flat Stuff Earth, take a look for me at Night of the Living Dead and let me know if there's anything cool in it that is Umbrella Corporation. Let me know if there's anything Umbrella in it, because I'm not sure. Maybe. Josh said Madison will be leader of Padre. Yeah, I think so too. And Menace actually said, I'm not too happy for Madison's return. And I think he did one of these. Is that a face palm? Morgan is the obvious best leader. Yeah, he is, Menace. But, after so many episodes, it's not a bad thing to do something to try to bring back some of those earlier viewers to Fear, to try to mix things up a little bit, to keep it new. It's not a bad thing to mix it up sometimes. Morgan will still be there, I wouldn't want him to be switched out, for Madison. I just would want to see them both if we can. And so, yeah, I think it'll be good. So, and I agree. I think she'll be the leader of Padre. I think so. Okay, but maybe I'm wrong in that. We'll see what they do with them. Okay. Chris Vick said, do you think the movie will still happen, or they're just add Rick into the final episode? I think they might do both, Crucifix, but definitely the movies. I think they have to do them now. If they don't do them now, I mean that's what it is. If they don't do the Rick movies later, then it's no good. So is what it is. Okay, let's see. Madison will get it, said Carmine. All right. Okay. Flat Stuff Earth has revealed that his ex-girlfriend watches this channel. Well, thank you, Flat Stuff Earth. And that's funny. Sorry to hear about your baby mama drama. And I don't know what to say about that. Mana said it's a good solution. Hope they would ruin that structure. He deserves the limelight. Yeah, I don't think that they'll ruin Morgan being there. He does. He's really awesome, so that's good. Okay, let's see. Morgan finally has purpose with a child. Time for him to move on, says Dr. Death. Yeah, well, it's true, right, Doc? That, if you have Morgan, you have Grace, you have the baby, it makes sense for them to, like, not leave, but just be a little bit in the background. Because do you really want Morgan going on runs and running around and doing crazy stuff and leading the group when he's got to take care of, a new baby and stuff? Like, it makes more sense, I think, that if you do have him there, that he's kind of like takes the back seat a little bit because of his situation, and there's nothing wrong with that throughout the years of doing Walking Dead and doing Fear, right? Absolutely not. So yeah. And Guts, how you doing, man? I hope you're doing well. Let's see. Emperor Communication says, what about when Madison finds out that Charlie killed Nick? And yes, that's right. Charlie did, and Charlie's still there. So if Madison finds out that Charlie killed Nick, Madison might kill Charlie. She's probably not as forgiving as Alicia is. So maybe Madison will kill Charlie, but maybe she'll let it go as well. It was kind of like a little war or something like that. But then again, they were being attacked by the vultures, right? So they had to defend themselves. So maybe Madison will finish that up. I could see her doing that. She's kind of like that, right? So, yeah. Or maybe she'll just cast her out and get rid of her. That would also make sense. So, yeah, DV, what's up, man? Good to be live. Thanks for the mention. And Snow Walker, thanks for subscribing since 2013, man. Absolutely. Thank you back for that. Carmine said, did Al get taken? Althea? No, she just leaves. Carmine, she kind of leaves voluntarily. And so that's the way it does. But she has a happy ending. I won't spoil it for you. And Andrew said that, yes, Madison and June did meet in 4A. So that's good. Yep. And like I forgot to think about, the Charlie reuniting with Charlie should be really good, right? Okay, let's see what else is there here. Oh, is that what Santa Inc. is, Guts? I haven't seen it. I haven't even heard of it. So, yeah. And then Darcy got mad at me for respelling Santa in a different way. I'm sure that's probably not unintentional. I'm sure that's intentional. Yeah, if you go back far enough, I'm sure that was put in there on purpose. I'd almost guarantee it. Okay, Bear Interrupted said, June met Madison. She fell in that oil tank and Madison jumped in to save her. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's right. Thank you for the comment, Bear Interrupted, and for reminding me. Too many episodes, too many shows right at this point. Okay, let's see. No such thing as a coincidence, says Jay. Okay. Yeah, pretty much, right? I mean, sometimes there are coincidences, but I'm pretty sure that's not one of them. I'm pretty sure that's intentional. Emilio Hurtado says Santa Inc. is a Seth Rogen. Oh, it's a Seth Rogen show. Oh, I see. Oh, right. So if you go Santa Inc. and you take the N to the end, you can, and you switch the I in the end, you can do Satanic, right? Santa Inc. Satanic. Ah, I get it. Right, that makes sense. That makes sense that Seth Rogen would be involved with that now. I actually like Seth Rogen. I do. I think he's funny. But, yeah, it doesn't surprise me that he's involved with something like that. Okay. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I mean, there's lots of horror movies and stuff nowadays, so it's whatever. Okay, let's see. Bear Interrupted asked, have we seen the new Day of the Dead series? Yes, we did a review for the first 3 episodes, I think. 2 or 3. And, yeah, it's pretty fun. I don't know if we're going to review every episode. We reviewed a few of them. Jonathan Brusky says, I miss Z Nation. Yeah, me too. Z Nation was fun, Jonathan. I agree. Albert, I do not think we will see Morgan and Madison getting together. No, I don't think so. Not in that way. No, that would be... Grace would be mad, right? Okay, let's see. Walking Dead. Where's Rick? Trev, what about Madison finds out that Charlie killed Nick, right? Yeah. Morgan and Madison get together. Morgan has been aimless. Well, I think he's got a purpose now, right? So that's good. Kristen likes Dexter too. Okay, thanks for the comment there, Kristen. Sounds like a lot of you guys are watching a lot of you guys are watching Dexter, so that's cool. I'll have to check it out. Yeah. Okay. Flats Flat Stuff, is she obsessed with Walking Dead? That's cool. RS18, will Tregan make an appearance for February or October 2022? Maybe we'll do it at the end there, RS. We'll do it at the very, very end. Yeah. No, JOK, I have not seen One by One. I have not. I haven't heard of it either. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Wasn't Madison the tolerant one, says D-Cell. Well, somewhat. I think so, yeah. Daniel is not going to let Madison hurt Charlie. Maybe you're right about that. Maybe that's true. A little tricky, right? So is what it is. Menace said Santa Inc. has the worst ratings ever. It doesn't surprise me. You know, it's kind of tricky, like when they take the stuff and they kind of force it on people rather than people wanting it naturally. That's probably because they're doing it too quickly. I think you need to kind of ease into it. Sometimes they release stuff before they're ready for it. Like they bring something out too quickly, and it's like, and the masses don't necessarily respond to it well. They don't like it. You kind of have to bleed it in and kind of stepping stone to it there, tiptoe to it there. Sometimes they release stuff sort of ahead of time, like a decade or 2 decades ahead of time, and it doesn't quite catch right. It's probably because they just released it too early. They should have kind of eased up a little bit, not done it so much. So, hey Jeff, how you doing, man? Jeff Lane, and okay, let's see. Darcy says Daniel is not losing his mind. Want to see more of him? Yeah, he didn't get any time this half, did he? He didn't get like almost any episodes. I'm not sure if they're saving budget or what it was. Yeah. Yeah. Flat Stuff Earth. Yeah, North Pole of the center. That's right. Is what they would have said. Okay, let's see. Dexter New Blood is an awesome show, says Marvel Cuphead. And Blu-ray Addict. Wow, a lot of you guys like Dexter, huh? Okay, cool. Now I definitely got to check it out. I guess most of you guys are watching it. Faster Zombies, but it's called The Walking Dead, not The Running Dead, right, Star Garden? Yeah. Yeah, The Walking Dead, not the Running Dead. Well, the movies could be The Running Dead. Okay, now the other part I almost forgot to go into was that The Jogging Dead. Yes, God's Hacky Stack. And hey, Cuphead, how you doing? So the other part that we wanted to get into is that Walking Dead and Skybound or Skydance is in talks over G.I. Joe and Transformers comics. So this actually could be really cool. Here, I better go back because I don't want IGM to play a bunch of videos and stuff and screw me up. This one here, IGN. So it sounds like Kirkman, who created The Walking Dead, as you guys know, obviously, right, is in talks to take over both G.I. Joe and Transformers from IDW. Hopefully he can get Turtles later, maybe. Maybe right now it's Turtles doing too well. They can't get Turtles. But so he's in talks to get G.I. Joe and Transformers from IDW. So I think that a Kirkman style, Skybound style, new version of G.I. Joe could be awesome. I would actually buy that. I would actually follow that and read that. Transformers, yeah, but I don't know like how much you can do with Transformers. I think G.I. Joe has got a lot of potential because they've been releasing the classified figures, which I've been collecting. Some of them are really awesome, the G.I. Joe classified figures. So if they did like a G.I. Joe, which had like character deaths, had like war in it, and did like a Walking Dead style G.I. Joe, that could be awesome. You know, like with Cobra and everything in their faceless... Cobra Commander, Faceless Leader, right, and everything. So funny. I love Cobra, right? They all come in, Cobra! It's just classic 80s shit, right? Like, you know, it's like, do they have to scream Cobra every time they attack G.I. Joe, right? like every time. And G.I. Joe also had Sergeant Slaughter in it, which is awesome, because I'm like, I used to watch like 80s wrestling with my dad. And so he likes, like, he knows all the older wrestlers like Sergeant Slaughter, the Hulkster, Warrior, Ric Flair, and all the rest. He likes them. So, yeah, the cartoon series for G.I. Joe had Sergeant Slaughter in it, and it's pretty awesome. But, yeah, if you could do, like, a Walking Dead style G.I. Joe, I think that would be sweet. Really cool to see, yeah. And then AMC, like, makes a TV series for it. Now you're going to sell a lot of action figures now. Awesome. That would just be sweet, man. Like Duke. Now, okay, but one pet peeve. you can't kill Duke, okay? Because we've had He-Man and shit. It's been like, you can't kill Duke if you're going to do a G.I. Joe. My only request is Duke has to live at least for the first season, or at least for the first 100 issues, okay? At least, all right? Because, it's like He-Man, Duke, it's the trend. It's what's happening. So, anyway. All right, I think I got almost all of your guys' comments. We can go a little bit longer because we haven't done one in a few weeks. So if you guys want to send... Jonathan Brusky says, TMNT 2003 Woot. I love it, man. I love the 2003 TMNT series. Awesome stuff. The only one I don't like... Actually, I don't like the new one. Rise of the TMNT sucks. The new one that's on. I don't like it at all. And I didn't like the Venus de Milo Turtles, the Bandai Turtles. What were they called? Next Mutation sucked. But aside from Next Mutation and Rise of TMNT, which is terrible, I love all the other versions of TMNT, especially the 80s, and then 2003 also is really good, and the movies were awesome. The 90s Turtle movies were great. I even like the third Turtles movie where they go back at Turtles in Time, where they go back in time to Japan, and all that. That stuff's good too. Yeah, so all good. Yeah. G.I. Joe. Yeah, the cartoon movie, right, Jeff? The cartoon movie was awesome. With Sergeant Slaughter, right? Sergeant Slaughter's in that one. It's great. And I think, too, if you look at the 80s G.I. Joe, and you look at Jade, I think is her name, Lady Jade, she looks like April O'Neil in the Turtles animated cartoon. Like the art for her looks exactly. And also, the G.I. Joe has the Terrordrome, and then the Turtles had the Technodrome, which is cool. The Terrordrome for G.I. Joe, let's see what it looked like. It was a collectible. Yeah, it was a toy. So Cobra had the Terrordrome, and then after, and it's all like circular and stuff like that, and then after the Turtles had the Technodrome. Right, so that's pretty cool. It's just awesome, right? It's a giant eyeball. Illuminati confirmed. No, it's Turtles. I love it. So sweet. So I'm thinking that probably the Technodrome, probably from the Terrordrome, right? From Cobra. Cobra! Cobra. G.I. Joe. Yeah. So, yeah, there it is. I love it, man. I love the 80s shit. Where is it? Okay. Did it work? Okay, there we go. I love it. I love the 80s shit, dude. I just love 80s shit. Don't ask me why. I don't know why. The newer stuff, not so much. It's okay. It's not that cool. It's decent enough. But, oh, yeah, the 80s version. Awesome, man. Cobra Commander, yeah. Sweet. And maybe, like, Cobra Commander, sometimes Shredder gives me, like, some Cobra Commander vibes, Like the 80s Shredder. He's got, like, the cape and stuff. Because the comic version of Shredder, I don't think had a cape, like a purple cape and shit. I'm pretty sure he didn't. He didn't. The NECA Mirage Shredder didn't have a cape. He was like, I have a figure of him back there somewhere. Red and stuff, so a little bit different. But, yeah. Anyway, what were you guys saying while I was 80s geeking out? Okay, let's see. G.I. Joe. Yeah, Jeff's got it. A G.I. Joe cartoon like Invincible. That would be sick. Where there's character deaths, they kill each other, they beat each other with a pulp. That would be sick, man. I would love to see that. Totally would be down for that. Make it mature though, not for kids. Like I want the gore and everything. It'd be awesome. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Yeah. AOTD's here. Hey, AOTD, how you doing? Said, Alicia better live. I really hope when Madison returns this season, we don't see Alicia dying in her arms. No one wants to see that. Yeah, that would be something, right? Like if they had Madison come back just as Alicia's dying. Like Alicia dies, Madison comes back and embraces her like in her last moment, and then she's killed off. Oh man, that would be brutal. But if they do it for Strand, I'm actually down with it. Like, I think that if Strand is killed off by the end of Season 7 or early Season 8, and they have Madison come back, just as he's in his final moments or whatever, maybe from his perspective, he doesn't know if she's really there or if he's passing or something like that. I think that could be really cool if they did something like that for Strand. And then maybe he could see, like if Strand is reunited with Madison again, he could see maybe how wrong he was, or he could see like how his decisions, how he went the wrong way, and he got too, he went to the dark side. He went to the evil way, and once he sees Madison, he knows that he shouldn't have done that. So the things that he did. So I think that could be great. If they do it that way, I think awesome, that's going to work. If they do it the other way, where Alicia dies, Madison comes back just as she's dying, then yeah, that could be, I probably wouldn't like that as much. So I hope they don't do that. And I hope that they can do an ensemble type of series in season 8 where they have basically everybody there. What might help is that if the original Walking Dead series is ending, AMC might give more budget to Fear, and then they might be able to do more stuff. But who knows? That might be wishful thinking. Maybe that's not what's going to happen. But it would be good to see them kind of give a little bit more to Fear, since the original Walking Dead series is wrapping up. That could be cool to see. So yeah, I agree. I hope that's what we see, and I hope they don't go that route, like one Clark replaces the other because the other's leaving. That would really, really suck. Anyway. Okay, Blu-ray Addict said, are you going to watch the final season of Better Call Saul? Yeah, I'm definitely going to watch the last season of Better Call Saul. I heard that Bob Odenkirk had a heart attack. Is that true? I think he had a heart attack while he was filming. Let me find out. Give me one sec. Better Call Saul. Did he have a heart attack? Better Call Saul. Bob Odenkirk. So he plays Saul Goodman, right? And I think he did. Somebody told me that. Maybe that's not true. Don't quote me on that. Somebody told me that in a chat, and I never back-checked it to see if that's the truth. Oh, health is one of the trending words for him. Health update. Okay, yeah. Yeah, he did. No, okay, it's not BS. He actually did have something happen. So, okay, so Better Call Saul, so he did. Yeah, he had a heart-related incident. So, okay. Well, it sounds like he collapsed on set, right? So yeah, that's brutal, man. That really sucks. Well, I think he's okay now, mostly. I mean, I don't know how okay he'd be after that. It's obviously not a good thing, but sounds like they're going to continue with it. We're going to see it at some point. That one's been delayed for a while because he got he had a health issue. So. Better Call Saul, we'll see it eventually here. When we do, yeah, we'll definitely do some reviews since the series is ending. Better Call Saul is a lot of fun, so really enjoy it for sure. Yeah. Marvel Cuphead said, Trev, do you think we will see Negan in the Walking Dead movie? Oh, man, I think that's a good question, Cuphead. Will Negan be in the Walking Dead movie with Rick and the others? Maybe he will. That is if they don't because they already kind of cast him out and he came back and he helped out with the stuff with Alpha, so Carol's good with him, and Maggie's kind of in the middle on it, but because he said to her that if he could do it again, he would have killed them all, and she got mad, but she kind of let it go after that. Maybe it's, I don't know, maybe it's okay with Negan now. Maybe we will see him in the Rick movie. Could be funny anyway, at least. Right, so that's good. He can be there for comedic relief. Yeah. Okay. Wolf Kid said, if I could rewrite 10C of Walking Dead, I would have the Ferals as the main antagonist with Commonwealth as story B. Do you mean the Reapers? Is that what you mean, Wolf Kid? Who do you mean the Ferals? You don't mean the wolves. They've been gone for a while. You mean the Reapers. I think you mean that you would rather see the Reapers be the main thing, and then the Commonwealth be sort of the backup story. Well, they kind of did that anyway, didn't they? Maybe I'm not understanding you. Okay, let's see. Carmine said, Trev, do you like hard-hitting 808s and haunting melodies? I don't know what you mean, Carmine. I'm not too big of a music guy, so I don't know exactly what you mean with that. But I like heavy metal and stuff like that, if that's what you mean. Yep. Let's see. Okay. Dr. Death said, other than previous characters, etc., what do you hope to see on Tales of the Walking Dead? Well, I think that maybe they could expand on what we saw at the end of World Beyond, where we see the kind of fast zombie with the lady in France. You could see some different locations. Maybe a Rise of the Governor would be cool if they could do something like that, like the first beginnings of it or something. Oh man, there's a lot of options for Tales of the Walking Dead. They can do a lot of different things. Maybe they could do a Clementine series or something. I think they're going to want to use the kids from World Beyond. So I would not be surprised if they use the kids for something in Tales of the Walking Dead. Something like that would make sense. So yeah. Let's see. Okay, sorry, I missed a bunch of your guys' comments there. I'm just going over again here to see what you said. So, John P., am I a Star Wars fan? Yeah, I've done some Star Wars reviews, but I'm not like huge into it. So it's okay. I like it somewhat, but I'm not a huge fan of Star Wars. I just think it's all right. Okay, let's see. Thank you. Okay, KF Network TV said, I think the fast zombies in The Walking Dead need to be rare, kind of how Dying Light does it. They only appear occasionally. Yeah, I understand what you mean. But if they went to a different location or something, fast zombies could be cool. If it was just in France or just in Europe or somewhere where they had different speed. Yep. Menace said, and the Terrordrome from the Thunderdome. Yeah. Okay, let's see what else we got. Darcy said, yes, that would mirror Daniel losing Althea and Madison, losing Alicia right away. Yeah, that's right. Star Garden said that 80s had the best movies ever. Yeah. TMNT 1990 still best Turtles movie. I agree, Jeff. That's true. Dr. Death said Cobra Law. Yeah. Let's see. Okay. I think that's most of the topics I have for tonight with you guys. Do you think... Okay, Marvel Cuphead. So, Trev, do you think one day there will be a cartoon movie of The Walking Dead? Yeah, probably. They'll probably do animated something Walking Dead for AMC. I think that makes sense at some point. It could be cool, but we'll see. We'll see if they want to do that. Animated stuff doesn't typically do as well in the U.S. as it does in Japan. In Japan, they have animated stuff for pretty much every age, but in the U.S., not as much. It's mostly for younger audiences. Okay. Let's see. What else did you guys say? Red Rum said, yeah, they ruined Nick too. Yeah, well, like I said, he wanted to leave. So what are you going to do, right? Red Rum said, I still think the movie won't happen. Maybe 10 years and no one will care. Well, yeah, if they wait another more than 2 or 3 years, it's going to be too long. Nobody's going to care at that point. So they can't wait too long for it. Delta Dion wants any advice on quitting smoking. You want me to give you advice on quitting smoking? I got the best advice ever, Delta Dion, for you to quit smoking. Okay, do you want to know what it is? Don't fucking smoke. How about that? That's it. Don't do it. That's it. You say, oh, so okay. Self-control, don't do it. If you want to quit smoking, don't smoke. That's it. All right. Oh, it's not that easy, Trev. Blah, 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 whatever. Yes, it is. Just don't do it. Okay, do something else. All right. Okay. I think is that what we got to for tonight? I think that's mainly everything. Walking Dead fans are retarded says hello. Nice. Trolling in real time. Okay. Yeah, that's it. Star Garden's got it. That's exactly right. But seriously, dude, you should quit doing that, right? Because that shit is designed on purpose to kill you. Like, you want to talk population control. Smoking is like the best example ever. If you smoke, like, you're not going to live as long, right? You know that right away. So don't do that, man. It's not good for you. If you care about yourself, don't do it. Anyway, okay. All right. I think that's mostly what we got for tonight, dudes. So we may do another stream maybe for Christmas time, maybe for the holidays, maybe we'll see. And I think I got a couple of days off holiday week, so that's good. So maybe we'll have some time to hang out and do that, and I can prep some other topics for you guys. But yeah, that's pretty much what we got for this one. So Fast Zombies and Walking Dead, kind of, sort of, maybe confirmed for the movies, probably. Different types of zombies anyway, so that'll be cool to see. Madison likely at Padre, I think so, is probably the case. And then Kirkman's gonna try to get the license, it sounds like, for G.I. Joe and Transformers for Skybound Comics, which could be really cool to see a mature version of G.I. Joe. I think that's a great idea. Transformers, I don't know, maybe okay. So, who are you talking about? Word of the day? I don't even know who that is. But actually, that last name is one that actually is sometimes associated with them. Yeah, actually. Who is that? Who you're talking about? Let me see. Anyway, we'll wrap soon here, guys. Yeah, I don't know who she is, so I can't answer you there. Word of the day, but the last name is one of the names that often is associated. Yeah, that's true. Okay, let's see. Okay, Blu-ray Addict asked me if I've seen Cobra Kai. Just a little bit. I haven't watched it all the way through Blu-ray, even though I do like Karate Kid and that kind of stuff. I haven't seen Cobra Kai all the way through or anything, but I know it's doing pretty well and it's got quite a few fans at this point, which is great. Just for the nostalgia alone, I like it. It's fun. So, all right. Any final questions here, dudes, before we wrap up for tonight? Yeah, Red Rum. A lot of people ask me if I've been watching the new Dexter. I haven't seen it, but I will try to catch it so that maybe we could do some reviews for it and that, because I know a lot of you guys really like it. So, yeah. Matt, I didn't see UFC 269. No, I'm kind of behind on UFCs because I work Saturday nights. That's why. So I'm working while UFC is on, so I don't see it. No. Apparently, was there a fixed fight? Is that what there was? One of the fights supposedly might have been fixed. I don't know. I haven't seen anything to do with it yet. But it wouldn't surprise me if some of the fights in UFC are fixed, actually. Some of them. There's some weird ones. If you look back, if you want to see some UFC fixed fights and some rigging, you can watch. There's one with Rich Franklin against Ken Shamrock, where it looks like Ken Shamrock takes a dive. There's also one with, again, Ken Shamrock and Kimbo, which isn't UFC. It was Strikeforce, I think, or Bellator, or whatever they were calling it at that point. And a lot of people think that one might have been rigged as well, too. So it does, sometimes there are some that are kind of questionable. I don't think all the UFC fights are fixed, but I think every once in a while somebody might be on the take and they might fix it for somebody, yeah. So, all right, dudes, that's about an hour and 40 minutes. So, yeah, I did a video, Jonathan, on Game of Thrones, the spinoff, my thoughts on it. It looks good. I'm sure it will be good. People love Game of Thrones, so I think the spinoff will do well, and people will at least check it out for at least a little while. Yeah. Okay, Worf, you want to see like a extended Christmas special type of thing? We can do that, like a longer video or something. I just have to think of an idea. That's all. So, all right. Well, guys, thank you very much, and gals, for joining tonight. That'll be it for this video tonight, guys. And I'll have some more Walking Dead videos for you soon, likely this week at some point or sometime fairly soon. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon for another. As always, this is Trev, and I'm saying peace. Later, guys. See you soon.